Hi guys, this is gsnhome.com and I'm here with the unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus 5G. As you can tell, it's a shorter box than usual and there are fewer accessories inside. It's a trend that started with Apple with the iPhone 12 and evolved towards other makers like Samsung. Okay, so this handset should be priced at around $999. It was unveiled on January 14th. It should start delivering all over the world on January 29th. And what we have here is the Phantom Black version of the handset, and I love the way the back side is shaped now. I particularly love this camera area here. The camera is wrapped around the corner and the back is matte, so it's not glossy and it doesn't draw as many fingerprints as before. Let's fire it up. I'll admit I've been playing with it for the past 24 hours. I've been putting it through benchmarks. I've also taken some camera shots, speed tests and whatnot, and I have to say I'm actually loving its fluidity. Now, once again, $999. The full name is Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus 5G. Okay, firing it up, entering the pin, and let's see what we are getting inside the box. Speaking of things we're getting, in many parts of the world, the pre-order gives you extras, gifts. For this device, you're getting the Galaxy Buds Live headphones as a present and also a smart tag, the small thingy that allows you to find your keys, wallet, and pet if you put the accessory on its collar. Okay. In this envelope attached to the lid of the box, we can find the key used to access the slots, and I'm only talking about the nano SIM ones because there's no micro SD here. Here you can see the manual, quick start guide, and that's about it. And now inside the box there's yet another box, believe it or not, which doesn't hold the charger. It just holds the cable, which goes from USB-C to USB-C. It's a pretty regular affair here. And also an extra document, the warranty card. That's that, folks. That's everything that I have to show you. It's a bit of a culture shock, if you ask me, not having a charger inside, but many people already have chargers because they have had smartphones before. Okay, getting past that, I think it's time to get back to the actual handset. Here we go, here it is. For a 6.7-inch handset, it's quite easy to wield. Let me turn down the brightness a little bit. I'm going to talk about the design now. Obviously, we're dealing with a combo of glass and metal. At the back side, matte glass with Gorilla Glass protection, and at the front side, Gorilla Glass Victus, and between them, there is an aluminum frame keeping everything together. Aside from the Phantom Black, there's also Phantom Silver and a sort of Phantom Violet purple. Once again, I'm loving the wraparound design of the back camera. Now, what is the Galaxy S21 Plus? In a nutshell, it's a bigger Galaxy S21. They have the exact same specs except for the screen diagonal and battery size. So I've covered the design. I found the phone to be pretty wieldy. They added some extra right angles here. There's an extra angularity and straight line here, which makes it easier to grip and hold. We also have IP68 certification, just so you know, so it's resilient to dust and water. The screen you're seeing right now is a 6.7-inch Dynamic AMOLED 2X panel with an adaptive refresh rate that goes from between 48 Hz to 120 Hz. It's got HDR10 Plus support, and it also offers you a resolution of 2400 over 1080 pixels. It also has always on display, and you cannot tweak the resolution. You can only tweak the, well, motion smoothness from here. It's adaptive, going up to 120 Hz, or standard, just 60 Hz to save some battery. Okay, so now as far as the CPU is concerned, we have the Exynos version here. There's the Exynos 2100 5nm CPU, which is this one here, and it's the rival of the Snapdragon 888, which is available in USA and China. It comes with the Mali G78 MP4 GPU. At the same time, we have 8 gigs of RAM and 128 or 256 GB of storage. Once again, no microSD card slot. The handset also provides you with a battery which has a capacity of 4800 mAh, in spite of what this app is saying. So once again, a 4800 mAh battery with 25 watt charging on wire, 15 watt charging wirelessly, and also reverse charging is available. You can place another phone here, a pair of headphones, or I don't know, maybe a watch. Okay, now aside from those things, we have stereo speakers. There is one at the bottom, and also at the bottom you can see the USB-C port, a microphone, and a hole for the car slot. While the top side rests the other speaker, and here you can see two microphones actually, and at the top side there is a slit here which is rather large, and it's meant for the other speaker. The punch hole is here for the selfie camera, and speaking of which, I think it's time we addressed it, but not before. I'll show you what's integrated in the screen. The fingerprint scanner, which as you can see is very snappy and fast and responsive. It's an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, and this time they made the area, the scanning area, they've made it 1.7 times bigger to get the print right. Okay, it's time to address the cameras. So here, this cutout is for a 10 megapixel camera with 4K 60 frames per second capture. And at the back side, you can tell we have the LED flash here, and these three babies have the following setup. There is a main 12 megapixel camera with optical image stabilization, there is a 64 megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom, and 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. That one will serve you for the super steady video capture. This cam is also able to take 8K videos. Okay, you go here and select resolution, and you can go up to 8K in 24p. It's a cinematic 8K capture. Once again, 4K at 60 frames per second is available with the front and back camera, and there's a slew of new options here. So if you go to the more area, you'll find something new. It's called the director's view. It can hold both your face and all the lenses. You can switch between the lenses while you're capturing or before it to get a proper preview of what's happening, and you can also choose other iterations of it. You got the single version, you got the split screen if you want to film yourself while doing this, and you got the standard picture-in-picture. There are other novelties, like for example single take has been upgraded. It's version 2.0. It gives you 15 seconds of capture, and these are the types of captures you'll take: filter videos, filter photos, speed effect clips, portraits, cropped shots, highlight videos. One of the most important novelties that we got here refers to the portrait capture. So if you go here and select portrait, you are now treated to new studio options, actually quite a lot of them. People are staying at home and working from home, and you can get new cutouts. I see that these cutouts will mimic the color of my clothes, which are pretty interesting. Okay, and you can actually select the level applied here. You have this area where you can select how much to blur things, and how lit is your face. You can make it darker or whiter, and there's a variety of other tweaks to apply to all of these effects, so you can create more abstract backgrounds while you're taking selfies. That's just one example. The list goes on and on. If you're not bored yet, we have more ground to cover. I think we've done with the camera, but also not, because there's a new zoom lock which makes the zoom more stabilized at a more advanced level. And trying to move further from the camera, I want to show you something cool. I took a speed test because this handset has 5G and also Wi-Fi 6, and let's see what the speed test has shown, provided that I'm able to actually find it and provided that I actually did a capture of it. Here we go, speed test. And check out these results, these amazing results: 631 mega per second download, 807 mega per second upload. These are crazy results achieved with Wi-Fi 6. I'm wondering what we will achieve with Wi-Fi 6E when the Galaxy S21 Ultra comes, but I don't have a dedicated router for that. Aside from that, we have 4G and 5G, we have Bluetooth 5.0, ultra wideband, and a USB-C port at the bottom, plus NFC. And SmartThings now knows a cool trick. So there's something called SmartThings Find. You go here and you can find your objects. I can find my tablet, my other tablet, the Galaxy S5 from days ago, and also the Smart Tag, the little thingy which you can attach to your keys, wallet, or pet, so you can easily find it afterwards. This is Android 11, just in case you were wondering, with One UI 3.1 on top, with an extra transparency, extra widgets for the lock screen, new menus for the volume, and I would say a more fluid experience than the Galaxy S20 series. I'm actually feeling that extra fluidity compared to the last year model. And just another quick peek of what you should expect in the full review, which is coming soon. Here you can see some results in the benchmarks we've taken in Geekbench 5, and as you can tell, we're beating the predecessor by quite a margin in the compute test. 7418 over 5089 from the predecessor. In the single core comparison, once again 1095 over 797 of the predecessor, and so for the multi-core one, 3476 over 2644 achieved by the predecessor. Okay, that's that. The screen feels pretty amazing, it's pretty bright and crisp, and let's access our website. A quick mention about the battery life. So I've been playing with this phone for quite a bit. I've been performing a ton, believe me, a ton of updates, and at the same time I've taken a gallery of 300 plus photos and videos. All of those ate up only 30% of the battery, which is actually not that bad. So a comfy phone, which is well built and has a lovely new version of the camera, promising new features for the same camera, and I would have to say that the performance has been upgraded and you can really feel it. I know there's no charger, but honestly speaking, most of us already have one from the older phone. Now, if you want faster charging, you may need to get one, but 25-watt charging shouldn't come at that high of a price. This is it from gsrm.com. Hope you enjoyed these impressions and ideas and details about the Galaxy S21 Plus 5G. We'll be back with a full review soon. Bye bye.